What's going on, guys? Welcome to In the Zone. I'm your host, Garrison Roy, and today we're going to go on a little bit of a rant, and this one's going to be for the coaches. But as of late, we've all heard the stories of coaches kind of taking the back seat and retiring, and this one I want to kind of touch a little bit on Nick Saban. Um, you know, say what you want about Alabama or him in and of itself, but you can't deny greatness when it comes to certain things, right? So, and I think success leaves clues. If that's even for you as players who are listening to this or as coaches, if you're trying to be the best coach that you can possibly be, hey, I think he's got a lot of great things to share. One of my favorite ones that he did, uh, was I think, and I might be butchering this saying a little bit, but he was saying, we're going to practice a play not until we get it right, but until we can't get it wrong. And I think if you're going to be great in anything or any sport or, anything that you set your mind to, you're going to have to be willing to put in the work and grind, right? And one book that I've read in the past that I think everyone should at least read once is Relentless by Tim Grover, going from good to great to unstoppable. And he talks about guys being, closers or cleaners. And Nick Saban is one of those guys that's just an absolute cleaner. And, you know, I don't know if he's ever going to come out of retirement. I mean, the guy is 72. I wouldn't be surprised if he's around the game at some capacity because whenever you are around the game for that long and that's all you've ever really known to grind like that, like he might enjoy some retirement here and there, but I think it's just in his blood where he's just going to be around it. He might even just be one of those spokesmen that you see, but he's going to be wanting to be a part of the game because that's just who he is and who he's helped grow him into be. And one really cool clip that I saw recently that I want to share with you guys um, is this one that I saw on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, right? And it was just a really cool uh, clip here, and I'm going to play it for you guys so you can listen in.
You know, there's always a lot of criticism out there when somebody does something wrong. Everybody wants to know how you're going to punish the guy. All right. But there's not enough for 19 and 20-year-old kids, people out there saying, why don't you give them another chance? All right. So I'm going to give a speech right now about this. Like, where do you want him to be? Guy makes a mistake. Where do you want him to be? You want to be in the street? Or do you want him to be here graduating? You know, when I was over there at the Nagurski, Muhsin Muhammad, who played 15 years for the Carolina Panthers, played for me at Michigan State. Everybody in the school, every newspaper guy, everybody was killing a guy because he got in trouble and said there's no way he should be on our team. I didn't kick him off the team. I suspended him. I made him do stuff. He graduated from Michigan State. He played 15 years in the league. All right, he's a president of a company now. And he has 7 children, and his oldest daughter goes to Princeton. So who was right? I feel strong about this now, really strong. All right, about all the criticism out there of every guy that's 19 years old that makes a mistake, and you all kill him. And then some people won't stand up for him. So my question to you is, where do you want him to be? You want to condemn him to a life sentence? Or do you want the guy to have his children going to Princeton?
Yeah. So with that, I absolutely love that one where it kind of puts things in perspective a little bit for whenever you're trying to coach guys up, right? And as a coach, you're not doing it for yourself. You're helping trying to build up young men into great future husbands, why or dads, and helping them just be better citizens of humanity, really. Whether they're part of the United States or not, I'm just kind of getting on off of tangent on that one, but regardless of wherever they're from, or wherever you're coaching your guys. This is something that I think you have to really take a step back on. Like, yeah, you probably need to help guys learn how to change their habits or change their actions. And in this case, with I think the Muhammad guy that he was talking about, got in trouble for some little riffs here and there, and those aren't guys that you want to ostracize, because sometimes some of those actions have been developed through what they've been around, either growing up or the environment that they were in, uh, you know, for however long. And they're 18, 19, 20 years old. Some of them a little bit older now, through college. They're finishing up around 21, 22 now, depending on, when they start up or if they go to a grad year or JUCO or have an injury, things like that. But, it's the thing that we need to just also know as a coach. We're doing more than just spitting out some plays or helping out with mechanics or helping guys get stronger or get signed to go to school. We're helping them develop their own way of being in the zone, develop their discipline, develop them as human beings, to then be able to know between what's right and wrong, to know what they need to do in order to succeed, and not just give them things or spoon feed them things. Right? Like, if a guy's blatantly breaking rules or things like that over and over, then yeah, like, you need to have consequences to your actions. But I think it's just a great thing that we can take from Nick Saban, where he was willing to speak into these guys' lives and help build them up into the young men that they were, regardless if they won the national championship that year or not, regardless if they went off to sign pro contracts or not. He was there to help pull and make everything out of them better and instill as much discipline in them as possible. And at the end of the day, you can take that in to anything and any platform, any part of your life. So, just something that I wanted to kind of share with you guys and rant on a little bit about. And for those of you listening, stay in the zone.